we have realized the power of IT. We have understood that IT should be implemented in a strategic manner. This IT implementation should be done in alignment with the business strategy. So there is something like business strategy and IT strategy, and they should go in sync. This we have understood. Now the question is that if business strategy is changing, then of course IT strategy has to change. How business strategy will get changed? Because there are certain changes in the external environment. So friends, it's an ongoing process, ongoing IT planning process. IT must stay aligned with the business strategy, and of course business strategy will keep on changing. Organizational goals change over time. CIOs, Chief Information Officers, undertake IT strategic planning on a yearly, quarterly or monthly basis. This is what I was sharing with you, that it's not 5-year plan now. It's rather maximum 3 years. Here, of course, what are we in a position to see is yearly, quarterly or monthly basis. It can't go beyond that. So it is something very short range kind of thing. We have to identify annual planning cycles to identify potential benefits of IT services. So we may implement beneficial IT services. To perform cost benefit analysis, if we are going to implement this technology, how are we going to gain out of this implementation? And then to subject the list of potential projects to resource allocation analysis. We may be having a lot of options to go, but limited resources. So some evaluation has to be done. Who will do this? IT steering committee does this job. IT steering committee sets the direction for the IT implementation in the business. It links corporate strategy with the IT strategy, allocates scarce resources. You can't have resources in abundance. So limited resources are there. Where the resources should be deployed, directed or transferred. So approves the allocation of resources for and within the information systems organization, including outsourcing policy. It also makes a staffing decision. Key IT personnel decisions involve a consultation and approval process made by the committee, including outsourcing decisions. It also communicates and provides feedback regarding how IT strategy is doing. So, information regarding IT activities should flow freely, and this is going to be ensured by the IT steering committee. They have to set and evaluate performance matrix. How are we going to evaluate the implementation of IT strategy in the organization? How are we going to understand that, yeah, it has really worked? Establish performance measures for the IT department and see that they are being met. Friends, with the help of this diagram, we'll be in a position to understand the various activities happening at various levels in the organization. At the top level, we have something like a strategic business plan. On the basis of this, business will run. This is overall direction of the organization. So here, what are we setting? We are setting goals, objectives and a strategic position. Accordingly, what are we going to do is to define IT strategic long-range plan on the basis of this direction. So, what is happening? It's talking about IT vision and strategies, overall directions for resource requirements, in-house or outsourcing, budgeting, activities, other activities and time frames. And then friends, at the medium term, we have IT medium term plan Here what are we trying to do is to do something like general project planning related to key resource planning. What are the key resources we must divert, and we should do something like project portfolio. Project portfolio means what? That how many projects are there going on in the company, which project should get priority, when the particular project is going to be completed. And then friends, we have IT tactical plan, which is ground level plan, which is going to help us in day-to-day activities. It is current year project plan, current month project plan, or maybe current quarter project plan. It's a detailed budget and a specific schedule of activities, within which duration, or by the end of which week, or by the end of which day, when are we going to complete a particular project. So this is something related to IT strategic planning process, and we are in a position to understand that with the help of this diagram. This is IT strategic planning process. After creating plans, what is required? The required thing is to govern it, to manage it, to monitor it. So now we are leading towards governance. I'll say that even strategizing is part of governance. So what is happening? It is like formally established statements that direct and policies regarding IT alignment with the organizational goals and allocation of resources. So initially governance means what? How the two strategies are going to align with each other. How are we in a position to give resources to one of the projects, which project should get priority, etc., etc. And then we should move to long range IT plan, which we have already seen in the diagram. At the apex we have governance, then we have a strategic IT plan, what IT should do to achieve the goals, objectives and strategic position of the firm, and how this will be achieved. Then it is also going to talk about the overall direction, requirements and sourcing of resources, from where we are going to get the resources. Time frames are also being set for 3 to 5 years into futures, maximum 5. I am saying 2 to 3 years only. Okay. Then come a little down, we have a medium range IT plan, identifies general project plans in terms of specific requirements and sourcing of resources, as well as project portfolio, who will do what. And then finally at the bottom we have tactical plan. This is short range, detailed budgets, schedules for current year projects, current quarter projects or current month projects and activities. So friends, we are having something known as project portfolio. I have already shared with you that the number of projects which we are having in hands at the moment, going on in the company at the moment, will form project portfolio. So this is list major resource projects that are consistent with the long range plan. We have applications portfolio. This is about the software. So a list of major approved information systems projects that are also consistent with the long range plan. So in this manner friends, we have understood what is this IT strategy and how it has to be aligned with the business strategy. At the end of this section 12.1, we have a few important questions, and you know that you must read them and find the answers to such questions.